ready with me to go on my anniversary date with my wife and chit chat with me as I tell you guys how we met, how we got engaged, and yeah. So let me first moisturize my face. So it was back in 2014 when we first met. So backstory, I was dating this man, and for those of you who may not have known, my wife is the first and only girl I have ever been with. But I was in a relationship with this guy. We had been on and off for a couple of years, and like a couple of days before Valentine's Day, he had pretty much told me, we were off at this point, but he had pretty much told me like I really wanted to be in a relationship with him. And he told me that also too, sorry, I'm not good at storytelling. We were long distance. So I lived in Kansas City and he lived in Atlanta, and he went to an HBCU. I was a single woman in the city. I had my own loft. I had a decent job. I worked at a salon at the time. He had told me that he didn't have time for a girlfriend, he didn't want to be committed, he didn't want to be like on the phone talking to anybody or have like an obligation to like call me or like talk to me. But if he saw that I was like committed to him while he went through college and after graduating, then he would decide if we could like be together. Which at the time, literally on the phone, I was just like, okay. In my head, I'm just like, that doesn't sound right. But I was like kind of afraid to like stand up to him or like go against the things that he said, because ultimately it was his choice if we could be together, which now that I think about it was not like, obviously that is like stupid now. So like Valentine's Day comes, and I don't even like hear from him, which why would I expect to hear from him? Because again, he did not want to be committed to me. So I believe maybe almost midnight he had texted me telling me like happy Valentine's Day. And again, he's long distance, like I don't know what he's doing. He could have a whole girlfriend. He went to an HBCU, I don't know. And I'm thinking like, this is so stupid. Why would I stay with a guy who does not want to be with me and expects me to act like a girlfriend in another city while he is doing God knows what at his HBCU, right? So I was like, this is dumb. Like, I'm not doing that. But I didn't get an opportunity to tell him. So February 15th, my homie invites me out to go to a club with him. And he always like kind of invites me out. He has a girlfriend. And so it was never like nothing like that. So I agreed to go. He said we're gonna pregame at his house, and which is normal. So I get to his house and I see somebody like sitting on the couch that I had never seen before. Most of his friends I had like seen before or met or like known of them, but I see somebody who looked like a guy sitting on the couch. And as I'm walking into the house, he introduces me, but before he even said like who it was, I look into her eyes and I realized that this is a girl, like not a guy. So he was like, Jordan, this is Carmela. She's also from your hometown. And Mela instantly was like, hell no, I'm not from there. I'm from Florida. And I was like, okay, like what are you doing here? And she was like, I'm in the military. And I was like, okay. And I'm looking like at her outfit. I'm like, damn, like her outfit looks good. Most people like, I don't want to say can't dress, but I haven't came across anybody that I liked that could dress. So she is up in the city with her homeboy. Also, again, I've never seen him before ever. And he is like flirting with me hard, but he kind of gives the vibe. One, he's not my type. And two, he kind of gives the vibes of he flirts with just any girl. So he was like flirting with me, but I'm like totally not interested in him. And I'm not even really interested in her at the time. So we're, all just chilling, vibing, drinking, and it's time to like get ready. So I go in the bedroom with my homeboy's girlfriend, who at the time, like I wasn't even like that close with her. So I go in the room and she just got like this new puppy. We're getting ready. Like I think we like smoked like a little bit. I don't smoke like a lot because I know like I can't handle it. So I probably had like just the tiniest amount. And Mela comes in the room and she like doesn't barge in, but she just kind of like brings herself in the room, which was strange because we're getting ready. And she was like, I'm gonna come in here. They're having like man talk out there, like male talk or something like that. And I don't want to, you know, be a part of it. So I just figured they were talking about like girls or something like that. And she maybe did not want to hear that. I don't know. Like, I don't know what I thought, but I just thought like that was strange for her to come in the room. Like, you know, we're getting ready or whatever. So, oops, she sits down on the, did I do my makeup right? I think so. So she sits down on the bed and she, like, I'm facing here, which is where like the closet is in the bathroom. She's facing like this direction. So she can't see me like looking at her. She picks up the puppy and she holds him in her arms, her hands, because he's a small like dog. I don't know what kind of dog it was. He was small. And I was just like, all of a sudden, like these lights like glue around her, and it was like this oh moment. And I was like, the first thought in my head was, I want her. And I know a lot of people are gonna be thinking in a sexual way, but that was not it at all. And also too, there was a voice in my head saying like, this is the person you're gonna marry. I promise you on everything. That's what it said, like, this is the person you're gonna marry. And I know nothing of her. I don't even think I knew her last name, how old she was, nothing. So Carmela leaves to go get dressed in another room, and I tell my homeboy's girlfriend, I'm like, told her exactly like one of the thoughts I had, like, oh my God, like I want her. And she was like, go for it. I've been with girls before. And I'm like thinking in my head, like, no, like how do I explain this without sounding crazy? Like, I don't want to like sleep with her. Like, I want to be with her. And you guys, I forgot to put on my primer. This is why I don't do my makeup and talk at the same time, because I literally cannot multitask. Her, the girl, anymore, because she thinks like I just want to like sleep with her, like hook up with her. And that's literally not the case. I wanted to like marry her. Like, that's how I felt that day. So we go out to the club, and it is the friends we were with, they get like VIP or whatever. So the guy that Mela came with was all over the place. Like, he's trying to talk to these girls. He's going up like on this little platform thing to like dance and do all types of stuff. And he just leaves Mela. She doesn't know anybody. So I just start talking to her, and I'm trying to be like as flirty as possible. Like, oh, are you having fun? Like, you know, do you know this person? Do you know that person? Do you want to dance? Like, I'm like trying so like hard to get her to like notice that I like her. And I'm thinking that's like working. Like, I think I'm being flirty. I think I'm being charming. And I'm thinking she's like flirting back with me, but she's not. I had like maybe a couple drinks at the bar, but nothing like too crazy. So we leave and we head back to their house. They live like maybe 20 minutes from me. So we get back to their house. They instantly like go in their room to, you know, do what they do. And Mela's looking at me. She's like, oh, you're about to leave? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go home. And she was like, looks at me with these like dreamy eyes and then this sexy voice. And it's like, you shouldn't leave. Like, you shouldn't be driving. And I'm thinking like, okay, this is like her cue. She wants me to like spend the night with her. That's what I'm thinking. But fast forward, I didn't know till like months later she was saying that because she was concerned for my safety and did not want me driving, which is wonderful, of course. So we get to, so we go lay in the bed. I don't have any clothes because I was not like prepared to like stay the night. And I think, what did I sleep in? Like maybe what I wore out? I think so. And like we actually cuddled. So again, I'm thinking like, she knows I like her. We didn't mess around or anything like that. We just cuddled, we talked. And fast forward to the next day, we get up And they already had like pre-plans to go to like this exhibit, car show. And I just exert myself in these plans because there's no way I'm leaving Mela. Like there's no way I'm like leaving her side. She's not leaving. Like there's no way. So I like rush home to like shower, get dressed, and rush back to the house. So they will not leave without me to go to this exhibit. Even though the exhibit was closer to my house, I wanted to be in the same car as Mela. So we ride to the exhibit. Again, I'm like trying to flirt with her, ask her like, do you know this person? Do you know that person? And we get there, and as we're walking into the exhibit, she realizes that she like forgets her wallet. And I was like, I'll pay for you. Like, I'll pay for whatever you need. Also too, she's feeling like a little like tipsy, or not tipsy, sorry, hungover, and needs like something to drink and eat. And you know, because she left her wallet, being in love like how I was, I'm like, I'll buy you whatever you want. Like, we go up to the counter and it's like $8 for a Gatorade. She's like, I'm not gonna let you buy this Gatorade for me. I'm like, I want to buy this Gatorade for you. I'm in love with you, duh. Like, let me buy this Gatorade. So she wouldn't let me buy it. So then she like kind of like walks off to go like take pictures and like videos of the different cars. And my homeboy's brother and his wife came with us, and he's just like talking my ear off. And as he's like in my face talking to me, I'm looking around to see like where she went. I'm making sure that like nobody else will talk to her. Nobody else will, like, she won't flirt with no other girls. Like, she won't have eyes for nobody else at this exhibit. Cause I don't know her. I don't know how she is. I don't know if she'd just be like talking with anybody. I mean, obviously I should have known because she was like barely even like, I mean, she was talking with me, but like, you know, it wasn't enough for me, I guess you could say. So I finally escaped from his brother talking my ear off, like give me a history lesson about these cars I did not care about. Like, I did not come here to look at cars. I came here to find my woman. Like, that's what I came for. So I finally find her. She's talking about how she just does not feel good. And we all leave the exhibit together, and then me, her, and my homeboy's girlfriend go out to dinner. We go to this restaurant called Cheddar's. And at the restaurant, the girlfriend for some like made a comment like how we should hang out more often, like we should all exchange numbers. And I'm like, great, like that's the perfect in I need to get Mela's number. So we all exchange numbers. Boom, now I got Mela's number. Like, that mission is accomplished. Now I just need her to ask me to marry her, right? So we're sitting at the restaurant. Make sure I sit in the same booth as her because we got a booth. And she orders something that wasn't that good. I order something that was really good. I'm like, oh, my food is so good, like you should try it. And I pick up the fork, like to give her the fork to try it, and she just opens her mouth and like lets me feed her. So I'm like, bet, okay, like we're both in love, like the vibes, like we both are feeling it. That's what I'm thinking. That's not what she's thinking. Again, she's just thinking like we're cool. Even like the guy that she was with told her that he thinks I like her, and she was just like, no, like she's not, she's straight, like no. So anyway, we go back to the house, and we're all resting because we're about to go out to the club. Taking a nap, me and her rest in the bed, chatting again, talking about social media, talking about past relationships. She's telling me all the stuff she used to do in her relationships that she needs to change. And I'm just like in la la land, like just in love. So boom, fast forward, we're at the club, and like I'm like dancing next to her, like trying to be like flirty with her. And I'm just like, does this girl not get that like we're meant to be? So what better way to show somebody that you like them than kissing them? So that's what I did. I kissed her in the club. And that's when she got it. That's when she finally realized that I liked her. I had to literally kiss her. So boom, we go back to the house. Again, we're at my homeboy and his girl's house. And you know, things are a little spicy. The next day we woke up. She let me like wear her like Florida sweater. And yeah, the next day we woke up, we're like, she's like, you remember everything that happened last night? And I'm like laughing because I'm just like, what? Like, does she think I'm like, this is a one night stand? Like, I'm drunk? Like, no, baby, we are hooked for life. Like, that's it. Like, you don't need nobody, I don't need nobody. That's it. So, yep, that was 2014. We've been together ever since. We got married April 16th, 2016. So we've been married 8 years, and we were going out for our anniversary dinner. So yeah, I just wanted to share the story with you guys of how we met and fell in love. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I told it right. I'm going to get dressed and show you guys the outfit. Okay, so this is the shirt, and I just taped up my boobs, so it actually feels really good. I've never taped them and they felt this good before. And then I'm going to be wearing these shorts with them. We're going to a dinner on the beach, so the shorts are appropriate. And I have like heels I'm going to wear. Whew. I feel like I need different earrings, but I don't know, I kind of like the earring. I'm gonna leave the earring. I got plenty of jewelry.